Encountering MissingNo is an impossible task as it is, but there are some special individuals that have caught multiple shiny MissingNos.
15, 44, 21, and attack is... Yo, 147, that's a shiny! Dude, that's a shiny! 15, 44, 21, dude, that's a shiny! Dude, we got the shiny MissingNo!
Alright everyone, today we're diving deep into something truly wild. We're talking about the only way to catch a shiny MissingNo in the original Pokemon Red or Blue, and how some lunatics have already done it. But you might be thinking, wait, Red and Blue don't even have shiny Pokemon to begin with. And you'd be right, technically. But the dedicated Pokenerds out there have actually figured out a method to essentially create shiny compatible Pokemon, even in Generation 1. See, in later games, shininess is determined by a Pokemon's DV, or determinate values, kind of an early version of IVs. What they discovered is that if a Pokemon in Gen 1 has a very specific set of DVs, it will automatically turn shiny when you trade it forward to a Gen 2 game, like Gold, Silver, or Crystal, or even send it all the way to Gen 7 using Poke Transporter, the shiny DV requirements. So what DVs are we talking about? For a Pokemon to be shiny compatible in Gen 1, it needs these exact stats at level 50. Its attack needs to be one of these numbers, 2, 3, 6, 7, 10, 11, 14, or 15. Its defense needs to be exactly 10. Its speed needs to be exactly 10. And its special stat? That also needs to be exactly 10. Because Gen 1 only has one special stat, this single value covers both special attack and special defense when transferred to Gen 2. To accurately check these DVs, most Pokemon need to reach level 50. You'll typically need a DV calculator online to verify the stats properly. And yes, getting low-level Pokemon up to 50 quickly often requires using glitches like the item clone glitch for rare candies. Not every Pokemon encounter in Generation 1 allows for the necessary DV spread for shininess, but you can find shiny compatible versions of interactable Pokemon like legendaries or Snorlax, gift Pokemon such as Eevee, Lapras, or the Magikarp Seller's Fish. And yes, certain glitch Pokemon created through methods like the Trainer Fly glitch or Item Underflow. For things like legendaries or Snorlax, it's pretty standard. Save before the battle, catch it, check its stats at level 50, and reset if they aren't the shiny DVs. Gift Pokemon work similarly. Soft reset until the initial stats look promising, then level them up to 50 with rare candies and check again. Glitch Pokemon methods are, well, complex, and usually require following dedicated guides. The final step, transferring. Once you have a Pokemon with those specific shiny DVs and it's at level 50, you can either trade it directly to a Gen 2 game, where it will instantly appear shiny, or send it through Poke Transporter to Gen 7, where it will also become shiny. This is how you get a legitimate shiny Pokemon originating from Generation 1. Okay, now that you know it's actually possible to get shiny compatible Pokemon in Gen 1, let's talk about MissingNo. Getting a shiny MissingNo is a completely different multi-step process involving heavy game manipulation. Step 1. Obtain and prepare LLM4. First, you need to get your hands on a specific glitched Pokemon called LM4 with a special stat of 198. You do this using the Trainer Escape glitch, you know, the one where you set it up and then fly away right before an opponent sees you. After setting up the glitch correctly, you need to encounter and catch a Pokemon that has a special stat of 198. This catch will turn into LM4, an unstable but necessary piece for this trick. Next, you need to prepare LM4. Put it in the very first slot of your party. Make sure the character count of its first 3 moves adds up to exactly 28. LM4 naturally comes with Hypnosis, Water Gun, Double Slap, and Body Slam at level 7, so just move Hypnosis to the last slot. Water Gun, Double Slap, and Body Slam total exactly 28 characters. Then use rare candies to level LM4 up to level 24, making sure you do this inside Celadon Mansion to avoid freezing the game. Finally, replace LM4's 4th move with Super Glitch. This is crucial for the game corruption we need. Step 2. Expand your party. Now head to a specific spot in the game where this particular corruption glitch works. Open your party menu once, and whatever you do, don't open it again until instructed. Enter a wild battle with LM4 still in the first slot. Here's the key. Repeatedly spam the button to open and close the fight menu during the battle. This will cause intense memory corruption. If successful, you'll find your party has suddenly expanded to a massive 124 Pokemon. The first few slots will be messed up. Typically, Pokemon 1 and 2 turn into Nidoqueen, Pokemon 3 becomes Krabby, and Pokemon 4 becomes MissingNo. Your party is incredibly unstable at this point, but don't worry. You can stabilize a normal Pokemon by using the daycare later. Witnessing your party balloon to such an absurd number is a clear sign that you're delving into the deepest, glitchiest corners of Pokemon Red and Blue in pursuit of this impossible shiny. Step 3. Using a fossil to generate MissingNo. Fly to Cinnabar Island and enter the Pokemon Lab. Deposit any fossil, Helix Dome, or Old Amber into the revival machine. Now go into your massively expanded party menu and swap any Pokemon with the Pokemon in the 33rd slot. The Pokemon that gets swapped into the 33rd slot will have its attack stat determine what the fossil turns into when revived. For example, an attack stat of 21 results in Mew, 252 results in a glitched Pokemon O. Other attack values create different Pokemon, including MissingNo. Step outside the lab, then go back in. The scientists will give you a Pokemon based on the attack stat of the Pokemon you put in the 33rd slot. If you did this correctly with the right attack stat, you now have a fossil that transformed into MissingNo. This convoluted method of using a fossil to specifically generate MissingNo is a testament to the dedication of those who hunt for this glitched shiny. Step 4. Getting the shiny MissingNo. This is where the shiny part comes in. You need to save your game right before you talk to the professor to receive the revived Pokemon. What determines if this specific MissingNo is shiny compatible or the DVS it is given upon revival. These are the exact DVs your MissingNo must have at level 50 to be a true shiny compatible MissingNo. Capable of becoming any shiny Gen 2 Pokemon, you'll likely need to level it up temporarily to 50 using rare candies. Be careful of doing this with MissingNo, or use a DV calculator to check. If the DVS don't match, soft reset your game and talk to the professor again until you get one with the correct stats. This is the true test of patience. Repeatedly resetting for a glitched Pokemon with a specific hidden set of values that will only manifest as shininess in a future generation. Step 5. Fixing your game after breaking it. Now, getting that shiny likely left your game in a very broken state. Your fly locations will be corrupted, possibly sending you to glitch cities or locking you out of places. To fix this, swap the Pokemon in slot 122 with the Pokemon in the 33rd slot. You still have way too many Pokemon, so you need to shrink your party back down to a manageable 16. You do this by repeating the battle and fight menu corruption trick again. Your trainer name might also have turned blank, which prevents you from saving. To fix your name, fly to Cerulean City, go to a specific battle spot there, and repeat the menu corruption trick one more time. If successful, your name will be restored, and you'll be able to save your game. The sheer amount of game breaking and fixing required just to obtain this glitched shiny is astonishing. Final step, cleaning up the mess. To really stabilize things, fly to any Pokemon Center. Talk to the nurse, but cancel out before healing. This helps prevent crashes. Deposit all those extra glitched Pokemon into the PC. Your game should now be stable, and that shiny compatible MissingNo is officially yours. You can then transfer it forward to Gen 2 or 7 to see it in its shiny glory, a testament to your incredible dedication and mastery of Pokemon Red and Blue's deepest glitches. Imagine the pride of owning a shiny MissingNo, a creature of pure glitch that can transform into a legitimate shiny Gen 2 Pokemon. And that is how you catch a shiny MissingNo. Be sure to like and subscribe and go watch this video.